Yeah, playing into your own strength rather into your opponent's weakness is the approach here. Early on though, pistol rounds already starting. Passion you away with a 4-man, actually a 3-man setup in towards the A-bomb side. Jambo opens things up. There goes the first one. Boost the Julie. Small down, another double and zero fix. He's opening things up so nicely on this first map. He actually had to do it twice. Kaspersky, you've been saying his name a whole lot. But in a 1 versus 4 like this, what can you really expect out of the young Paul? Passion UA started off with a perfect ante for the pistol. Kaspersky at least has a lot of time to work with. 55 seconds to be exact. There goes another Gouge. There's still a little bit of potential for him to find a couple kills maybe, but it would have to really be something special.
Yeah, the HP bars being low makes you feel like there's something possible here, but Zerofix is still standing now with dualies in hand. And great job for Passion, just not giving him fights. They don't ever give him a chance at that. That is Kaspersky doing everything possible he can to bait them into a face, bait them into a fight, and Passion saying, nah. 45 seconds. ENCE's moves gotta be soon. And it's towards the B site that they will maneuver themselves.
Slow it down a bit. Especially with the man advantage. Jacasmo going to be left on an island and shot to the back. This round is already over by the looks of things. ENCE just play a really slow, really methodical round to control the map. And the moment that they got that opening kill onto Jambo, then it was a lot easier. You just group up, you go for the B play, you take care of Jacasmo, and you get your first round on the T side. The one thing that we expect to be a little bit different in comparison to the previous best of 3, in case some of you have been around for that as well. I think this game is not going to be as streaky as the game between Nemiga and Bait, and that is a safe statement to make. Fam. Good pickup. I can SDY respect the CTs and their saving intentions. ENCE though, an early pickup of a round on the T side. This is really important, right? We're talking about momentum. We're talking about streaks. You don't want to let Passion UA run away with an early lead on the CT side. You don't want to let those youngsters feel like they're in full control of what's going on in the server. You want to put some early pressure on them.
Oh, and talk about pressure applied, but SDY handles business. It was good utility setting them up, but Passion fall thanks to SDY. Fortunately, Jambo is going to stem that bleed. Stop what was an onslaught of terror in mid, but ENCE maintaining the man advantage. That's the key, the important factor. Jambo gonna continue pushing forward here. Really searching to pull back that disadvantage, but all it has done is give Body the opportunity to make it a 4v2 instead of a 4v3.
Yeah, you understand why he goes for that as well. He hears the spam, hoping to catch a player on timing. Little did he know, even if he does get that first kill, there was a really small chance they would let him get out of there. So best case scenario feels like a 1-for-1 for him. And now if you're Zero Fix and Jacasmo, you got to group up, try and play this one together as much as you can. Jacasmo any moment now should have an angle. Actually walks away. Timing's going to be so key. Pody instant headshot. Great work.
And catch someone on a timing. They've won in doing it so both times.
Also, you want to use your individuals as well, right? If you're a Glaive. One of the things that I think we can point out as a good quality in terms of what Glaive can bring to the table. I think he's just still incredibly good when it comes down to mid-rounding. So trying to make up his mind right now. You're going to put some early pressure in towards the A-bomb side. Utility comes in and Kaspersky just now is going to start walking up. This is just a fake in towards A. The bomb is going B. This is a great call.
Yeah. Like you said, dangers around every corner, to be honest with you, as Jacasmo proves.
Hold on. Hold on.
The cutoff is there. They're going to have the bomb site and the bomb plant for sure, but the man advantage, absolutely not. Netu with a great cutoff. He needs more. Jambo, just the USP, but he's got an 8K now. And they close in around him. Netu's got to run for the hills. He'll try to get around the corner. He should be safe.
They can hear the steps though. Jambo's gonna get up close and personal. They're still going for this. No kit. Oh no, actually, Zerofix has got a kit. If they get a couple kills, they could steal this round away. Naitu. It's another really impactful kill onto Jambo, and there it goes. The kit is gonna get dropped into our CT spawn. That should put an end to it. Fem is still gonna try and get his hands on a rifle. Topa's gonna stick around, trying to do a little bit more damage, maybe walking away with an AK himself. Passion UA, it's a really scary round that you send ENCE's way. They're able to, I was gonna say, run away unscathed.
Good timing. Jambo doing some heavy lifting. He's gonna have to once again. Oh my goodness, unshacked. Now blinded on the second round of flashbangs, but he's got a little bit more support from Long in the form of Zeofix and Cave. 2 kills. It's finally Kavem.
Hold on.
Exposed and removed. As wait a second, Zeofix a little bit too far forward. He steps through the smoke and into death.
It's left to the in-game leader, Topa. A 1 versus 2 clutch. Sure, if they actually spotted him, don't think so. You probably know where he was coming from. Both of them glued in into our CT, just waiting for Topa to make a move right now. Bodhi needs to win the fight. Topa instant on the kill, down to 72 HP, and it's IGO versus IGO. It's Brain v Brain, and Glaive is just hightailing it for the A-plant.
As Glaive clears out main, he's setting for the long haul here.
Yeah, bomb planted on default. Could be in towards Donut as well. Topa thinking about the first tap any moment now. Has he lagged out? He's back. Tapped out, apparently. There goes the tap of the bomb. Wasted precious seconds, though, and he doesn't have a kit. The round is over. Because of an out tap?
Oh, that's devastating. I mean, yeah, it's gotta be. Just from his face, to be honest. Well. Yeah. And he's gonna go down, maybe? Okay, pulls out the gun at the last moment. Good for him. Oh, he doesn't get out. Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. It felt like you just wanted to give him some more established, more well-proven names in the scene, and then SDY comes in, and after SDY, you're thinking the same. Okay, they're gonna start getting tier 1 players, and then they just get 3 merchants from the academy circuit, and you're saying, well, this is a new direction. If it's gonna try and build something up from scratch and help those youngsters showcase their full potential. That's exactly what he's been doing with Kaspersky, who still gets a kill through the smoke. And even the bonus damage onto Jambo. Kaspersky walking through. It's tricky. It's all gonna come down to the timing.
We'll see what this looks like. It's still pretty strong here. Sure, Passion start to make some rotations, but now they're back in and ready to roll. Smoked off his Jambo. Molotov for Long as well. Zeofix about to be on an island. Gonna have to be the entry here for Glaive, and it is. It's beautiful. Great flashbang, and it's continuation as Glaive gets the double entry. That's round, it's done. ENCE have another.
Oh man, it feels like you're back in 2017, 2018, right? Glaive
Yeah.
just running in and headshotting people into the bomb site, and the timings on those executions have been really stellar from ENCE. They've been doing a great job at controlling the map. If you want an example of how to control the map on the T side of Ensign, you just played him that demo, and I know, it's not pacey, it's not quick, it's not spectacular, it's not entertaining, but it's really efficient.
Honestly, I think that's what makes it so cool, though, is that so many teams, they get into this mindset where if you're on the T side and you can't play that pacey style where you're taking B control early or you're defining yourself by your mid presence, then you can't play the game. That's the way a lot of teams feel on this map, and yeah, like you said, it does feel like we're back in time, and Glaive is showing us exactly what this looks like, where you're a little bit more passive, where you're maybe a little bit more reactionary, but not in a negative way, in a very positive one.
You just go. You refrag efficiently, if needed. So you've been doing a pretty decent job at even finding the openings without needing a refrag, but now a bit of a switch of pace. Jambo's playing on the edge of that Molotov and towards middle, thinking about pushing through. SDY is going to be looking for it, though. Should be a free kill for SDY. There you have it. The punish is here. A utility comes in. It's really well blocked by Topo, but they can just cancel. We're so early into the round, and they just had a 5v4.
Oh, and here we go again. Topa just trying to get creative, you know, claw back. It's the same situation that we've seen Passion in a couple of times. They lose a man, and they're at a disadvantage, so they try to get into a position where they can recover. Instead, they just give ENCE more ammunition, more duels, and more of what they're looking for. The bomb is here, and it's gotta be so tilting for Zeofix to swing into that as he's alone with the bomb and is still getting the kill.
I can't believe Glaive was solo in towards B, by the way. This is one fight that could throw the round in the air, and he just wins it cleanly. And as you said, it's probably a little bit frustrating knowing you're passing UA right now, and it's so difficult to realize what they're even trying to do. Casmo's gonna give it a go, though. Double kill picked up. Find it hard to imagine that you're gonna be able to bring back a 1 versus 5 like this one, but if you do, it would be probably the most spectacular clutch we've seen all year long. Jacasmo spotted out, pushed away from the U2, redirecting in towards the temple. The bomb will go down. He's gonna have a 1v1, I believe, but it's such a difficult off angle to clear out. Night2 plays it to perfection. Round goes in favor of ENCE, and again, we're going back to the same point right now. Those tempo switches, the way that they're slowing things down, what a surprise.
Neither one. Yeah,
I swear, I'm gonna stop rhyming now.
Well, here's that pace change a little bit. Now they're fighting for mid. Early days. Oh my gosh, Kaspersky is so very confident. Lurk smoke out, and it gives him the idea to go for that. Oh! That's such a hard off angle to clear too by Body. Like,
so
feels
sick.
Bad for Kavem to not get anything there.
Nope, and Topo's not gonna get anything either. Night2 is just such a well-timed double peek alongside Glaive. Didn't give him a chance. Jacasmo's been spotted out, going for another fight, trying to be a hero. Dropped in towards Brokido, and SDY is aware. There goes the first one, ready for the second. Mouse jump doesn't help Jambo's case. And even with the low HP, even with a couple fights going in close, it's another safe round. Enter gonna get 9 rounds on that T side, and it feels like they could even get more. We were getting worried about ENCE's chances going into this one. Thought that they could have gotten exposed even against the Passion UA team. How silly does that sound now? Just a couple rounds later, ENCE have looked like an incredibly well-drilled side. And you better believe they're not gonna let Zero Fix hold on to that AVP. Scope hurt, shot baited out perfectly, and yep, that desk slam says it all.
For good purpose.
Oh no, you know what? I'm not even gonna try and wash my hands with this one. I didn't expect ENCE to play that good of a game of Counter-Strike, but I've been pleasantly surprised, and it's looked incredibly solid. Look at him go. SDY goes out of mid, Fem is dead, and he was alone as well. No one in there to try and support, no one in there to try and give him a helping hand, and now ENCE try and fight for middle a little bit earlier on. Kaspersky's already into towards cave on minute 30. And you can't blame Jacasmo for not really reading into it. He was still able to get a kill. But it's still a 4v3, and this could be 10 rounds on the T side, and 10 consecutive as well. Let's not forget, Passion UA won the pistol, they won the conversion, and by the looks of things, ENCE will just win every single other round until the end of that first half. It's a statement and a half out of Glaive & Co. as he finishes off that first half on 16k max money. It was that pistol round and the anti-eco, the only 2 rounds that they were able to pick up on the CT side, and they really take their time. A walk up in towards cave. No one's looking in towards CT as of right now, by the way. Jambo's got a lovely timing in towards the A-bomb side. They have no idea. The bomb is still in towards B. Jambo, if you get a couple kills, that might actually make the B player start moving around. Oh no.
Oh, the knife comes out. Well, it's done more than that. They certainly are on the move, and he keeps getting kills. Jambo with 3. Send them at least in a pistol victory.
Okay, when was the last time you saw a team get 13-4 or 13-3 after picking up both pistols? Well, let's see if that's gonna happen. A bit of a smile on defensive Glaive as well. Unfortunate and enjoyable for them to play that. Everything that happens from here on out is gonna feel like a massive win, right? For them, it's really easy to just accept that this map was already over. Just take it one step at a time, right? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't think about the bigger picture. Move one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. You might get a closer game still, but it has been a long day in the office, and ENCE might want to end it really quickly. Flash goes high. It wasn't even a full investment coming out of ENCE. It's just a half buy going into this round, but it still could be enough.
I mean, it's these half buys that are so threatening these days. The eco in round 2, MP9s round 3, or vice versa, if you can save some armor.
It's just the beauty of CS2, where you get to just run like McQueen and shoot people with the pistols in the MP9, and somehow you're aiming at the kneecaps, you're running, you're already behind the wall, and you still headshot them.
Yep.
It's just the game we love. That's the beauty of it.
SDY, really aggressive position that he's holding there. And Jambo checks him at the door. Shows him out. Kaspersky's still here, unchecked. That's the bomb denied. Jambo will get the trade. But now Pody is going to get onto the scene. Arriving just in time. Cut off there as Glaive falls. And Jambo providing so much coverage for Kavem as he gets the numbers punched in. Passion.
In towards the major. Throughout 2024, I guess you can make a point that he was always one of the most consistent players. And even when he wasn't consistent, he was still one of the people to have that X factor in there. Still, we'll need a little bit more of that. That was just a half buy, as we said, from ENCE in the previous one. This is really the first investment. This is really where Passion UA will get tested.
Well, and they've already lost the first test, losing on the initial fight. Great flash for himself. Glaive gets a dink on the second man as he come in. Pody going to relieve Glaive of those troubles. Might have gone down, but I would say this is a failing grade. I'd even put it in the 30s out of 100.
Just feels like ENCE, as we suspected, by the way. The fact that ENCE played only 7 best of 3 so far this year tells you that this team apparently felt like there was the need to spend a little bit more time offline and just cooking things up in the server, making sure that everyone's on the same page. Spending a little bit more time on the protocols, finding the identity of the team, and now that they have had that extra time, definitely looks like that Ancient has really been polished well enough. This round, though, much more like it for Passion UA. Early opening kill, followed up by another one from Diop. And regardless of a couple of players being low on HP, they still get a 5v3. Still gotta be careful, though. You're going into 2 CTs in towards the B-bomb side, and there's a high multi-kill potential for both of them.
And Kaspersky makes it difficult because he's not even letting them move forward. Out this door is impossible. He's so blind, but it's irrelevant. He's gonna get the reload off, and Glaive unseen, still available.
Has he made a step?
Kind of seems like they think so. Surely not. Surely unchecked.
Oh,
absolutely not.
Bomb drop. Fam goes for the swing, needs to get the kill instantly, and does so. Naitu pushing through the smoke, though, right into the Molotov. Decides to fall back for a second. 35 seconds. And the Frenchman has been thrown in the clutch. He himself received so much praise towards the end of 2024. Let's see what he's got in the clutch. Absolutely nothing. The dink was great on Jambo, but unfortunately, not an AK in his hands. Not good for the kill, and Jambo is good enough. They're just rotating everyone back. This is a great mid-round call.
Yeah, off that contact, you think maybe they would put more bodies over at A. Instead, they're gonna do the opposite, though.
They think it's
yeah,
A.
oh no! They pushed. That was just a little bit of a lack of information. They got false information over in Cave. They're pushing and seeing nobody. They think, no, it's A. Instead, it allows Passion to scale in towards B. They move forward. It's a bit of a TK. Unfortunate, but Pody gets one of the enemy in that lineup. Still, a double kill potential here for Zero Fix. He's got a flashbang to provide that support, but Glaive, who has gotten tossed the op. Low HP still for him, but he gets onto the site. Never mind, Zero Fix. He's got the 1v3. Oh my goodness, Passion UA. How have they done it?
It's so difficult to run out of passion and magic. Sometimes wanting it isn't enough. Sometimes loving it isn't enough. Sometimes you need the stars to align, and that's exactly what happens there. What a clutch out of Zero Fix. When the push comes to shove, he is the one to step it up. That second kill on the wall bang was absolutely insane. He couldn't even see Glaive. He just knew he was jumping.
Very intelligently that round. I don't even think they got, they made like a clear mistake. Oh, it's so fast out mid. Topa's at the forefront of that. He's got Kavem right behind him, so the 3-mid setup is floored instantaneously.
You know what? I want to respect. I want to respect the boldness. I want to respect the character out of Passion UA. The pure balls of Topa to just call for 3 of his teammates to run out middle against the HEs of a half buy and still get involved into the fight. And actually win the round. Maybe. Hold on a second. Hold on a second! There is no way! Kaspersky, not like this. You can't still dare dream of a comeback on ENCE like that. Zero Fix has been thrown in yet another clutch. Apparently a 1 versus 3 in the previous one wasn't enough, and now it's a foot race. Glaive is gonna be so close, though. Zero Fix might think he's got a bomb plant. Glaive is going to be so close. He can just walk down on him. Zero Fix is not even looking. Glaive will confirm it. ENCE have just stolen away a massive round, and what a blunder for Passion.
This is why we love Counter-Strike. You never can predict what will happen next.
Yep.
On the edge of your seat, whole way through.
And the only, I guess the previous round is the only worst thing that could happen to Kvem after the Photoshop of his picture.
He's still
Looks
recovering,
great.
they say.
Yeah, still recovering, and still might need a little bit of time to recover after this engine. Glaive opens things up. Kaspersky with a second. This could be the final nail in the coffin. When we're talking about coffins, I feel like the coffin is too early of a stage. They've already been buried 6 feet under, and SDY is just helping them out to close their eyes right now. Jambo Topa 2 versus 4. This map just looks over, just looks done. ENCE will strike first in this quarterfinal game, a 13-7 on their map pick of Ancient, as the perfect record keeps on growing, the pile keeps on stacking, and ENCE keep on delivering on Ancient. Not actually focusing too much on the individuals, but on the fact that you were just outplayed straight up on multiple occasions in the first half of Ancient, so gotta hope that you're not just gonna be playing into them. Speaking of which, you just get baited into doing exactly that. Topo's able to get away with one, but again, you've baited him to go for an aggressive move, whereas everyone was just waiting. One flash in towards Amen is all that they needed, and I know it's just one play on the pistol round, but again, ENCE are doing such a good job at making Passion UA go for aggressive plays and just fall into traps. Look at them. This pistol round is... it's like we never left Ancient. It gives us the exact same vibe, doesn't it?
It does, and that's the scare. That's the whole point that we're talking about in that entire death segment is that we know what ENCE was doing. Will they continue? And if they do, is there even a right answer? Because I mean, as you were highlighting, there's a lot to like about what Passion have done in the past, but when ENCE set you up for failure, there's just not options for you.
Sure.
And that's tough for Kvem.
Them being incredibly incapable of coming up with solutions in the first half of Ancient, right? And when you're just playing into the hands of the T's every single time, it just feels like the individuals don't get given an opportunity, even if they're sharp.
You know, understanding that if that's what ENCE are doing, what's the only way to kind of break out of that? It's, you know, stepping up even more so. But I'm with you.
I would say...
you know, I don't think
obviously,
Passion on an individual level are playing horrifically bad. They're not.
Yeah.
We saw, you know, some of the upside, and I mean, hey, guess what, Cosmo?
Yeah.
Well, Deagle.
I mean, there is always the perspective that you could be in a disadvantageous fight. If you get the most insane kills in the world, you're still gonna get away with it, but I'm not sure this is what they want to be relying on still. A hard buy coming in, Jacasmo does go down, but Jampo's gonna find a kill with the USP onto SDY, and he's out of there. Look at him just running back.
He's a track star.
Like a thief
get
from a
out.
crime scene. Just got a kill, pulled his knife out, and just zoomed out.
Well, the bad news about that is not that he had any chance of recovering the gun. Definitely can't recover it now.
He's going again. He's regressed. Jambo,
Run it back.
you absolute crime boss. Look at him. I mean, he's going to lose Topa in the meantime. And they might actually go B here through Temple, so Jambo's actually going to miss the timing, but still a funny
shout out Glaive, who's actually been watching. Shout out Glaive, though, who's been watching that the whole time. He's actually been giving that a lot of love, that angle.
Sure.
So even though it's not going to work out for Jambo, it's still an incredible maneuver, and he might get it now.
There's no way.
I mean, again, Netsu actually turning is even still impressive. But they had the bomb site. I mean, this should be where the round is over.
Still a 2v2. Natural from Kaspersky. You gotta feel like they're still gonna be able to convert in Glaive, make sure of it. Yeah, a bit of a shake in the head for Kaspersky there. He felt the pressure, but a nice little triple coming out of him. And coming back to actually the point of the individuals, because we could take that angle as well and talk about he was stepping it up big time with all the freedom that he was given on the CT side, being the second mid player slash rotation. Glaive so far has looked like a pretty decent Anubis IGL. We're not talking about Pody and ENCE Academy because they didn't really win too many officials, but Pody is a good Anubis player. Trust me on that. So,
Well,
ENCE in general have a lot of players that are comfortable with the map.
They do, and I think that, you know, if we're going to continue on that, Glaive, as a caller, this is a map about mid-rounding. And, you know, that's where you find a lot of your strengths is good mid-rounding. And we talked about how strong Glaive historically and then earlier in this series has been at that specifically. So, you know, a strong default on this map into the ability to decide where you want to go, maneuver some rotations.
When the two teams met in the RES Showdown 1 close qualifier, it was a 14-16. Right after that, by the way, Passion UA were able to get their revenge on Anubis and win it in a 13-9 fashion against the same opponent. They've played it only 3 times so far this year. The first time was a 13-5 win over Medisport.
The 8 players turtled up. They don't have any mid control. This is very aggressive. Kaspersky's deep as hell into mid control. And I mean, Jambo just arrived on scene. He's looking this way now, but is he going to clear it? Great work from Jambo.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
Had to get the kill. Glaive still was going to drop Jacasmo in towards the side of camera, and that's actually going to put a lot more pressure on the shoulders of the A player. Kvem is all alone right now. He doesn't feel any pressure because there is none, but he still is alone. And the Oper, you can see Jambo just wants to prevent a potential split from happening. The bomb, though, moving back in towards the B bomb side, and I think Jambo is starting to realize the penny will drop. Glaive is still in towards mid, though. It's all about keeping the Oper occupied.
It's a little unfortunate that that smoke actually goes into camera.
Oh, no.
Click denial. What a great shot from Pody, and the misses the Mark II. He gets the smoke off. Flashbangs come in, and now Topa's got a whole load of work to do. First is damage, but no frag, crucially lost, and with the upper smoked off, Jambo.
Pody not only opens up the bomb side from main with a headshot, but he makes a man miss as well. Jambo fires off a shot, doesn't hit. SDY is laughing. I haven't seen SDY laughing mid-game in a long time. And of course he'll be laughing. Everything is working out for ENCE right now on the T side. They're switching up the tempo again. B play, B execute to be precise. That's a big nade from the CT side, but the execution is still coming.
Topa left unchecked, and Zerofix wins his duel, so with nade 2 down, there's a lot more to be found here.
He's dead.
A lot of utility. He should be dead. He has to be. There we go. Eventually.
The mid walk is what they're going for. The double hop on the other side of Passion UA, though, something they haven't spotted just yet. It's a minor detail that could lead to the round going in favor of Passion. Jambo, wayward with the first one. Still 2 ops in towards the A bomb side. Could get uncomfortable. Glaive still looking for the fight in towards tempo. Gets tagged down by another rifle and actually gonna go back. They want to challenge Jacasmo here. Even a 1-for-1 would do the job, and a 1-for-none would be even better than that. Jacasmo goes down for nothing, and Zerofix now isolated, alone. Back turn against the wall. At least he's got connector, but he's completely isolated with 15 seconds on the clock. They can just plant for CT right now. There's nothing he can do about it, and they will realize he could be in towards B main. He could be in towards connector. SDY posted, ready. 1 missed shot from Jambo, and he might go down, and it's all about the timing. All about clearing the right angle at the right moment, and SDY rocks his world. And this round might be running out of control here. Trying to make their way into the bomb side. SDY finally goes down. Fam with the kill, not ready for Pody. Zerofix has walked out on the bomb side, but he hasn't found out Glaive, and this round is not gonna be the first for Passion. ENCE just can't put a foot wrong right now. A 6-0 lead, and as we said, you don't need all the rounds in the world on your CT side, but you need something. SDY, give them anything. Bar the headshots. Those have not really been going the way of Passion UA. I mean, they have been, but just not the way they like. Another opening kill goes their way, and Jambo, that's a good find onto Pody. OP action. Jambo goes out on top, and he's actually gonna go for more. This is such an audacious move. Flick misses. Was a whisker away, but Kaspersky's there with the punish, and now he's gonna take all of that space for free. Picked up the AVP as well. He's even gonna challenge Kvem here. Low on HP, but the OP just needs 1 bullet, and Kvem needed 1 bullet as well. It's between the eyes. A 1-for-1. And the bomb slowly starting to make its way back in towards the connector area and in towards that B-bomb side.
It's where they've got 2 players in defense. Passion have Jacosmo and Zero Fix on that 1 HP, but Jacosmo healthy. Healthy enough to weather the storm. Great fight, and Zero Fix gets his. Oh, it's Passion finally with a round. Defensive victory. He knew that not only was Kvim alone, but also that he was just worried about the A main fight.
Also,
Kvim
he's
does
playing
a great
with confidence
job
right now as well, right? He's in that
too.
state where he's low on HP. He's gotten a double kill. He picks up an AVP. He wants to have a highlight. He's just looking for something, even on the low HP, right? It's you can't fault him. A lot of things have been working out for him and his teammates. Not this time around though. Fam with a good early shutdown, but look at it pouncing towards the B-bomb side. Kaspersky again, the one leading the charge. There goes the first one. Topo with a refract. Kaspersky still looking sharp though. Still looking for kills. Running out of ammo. Still able to get a second. The Yuto is going to give away Jambo's position though, and Jambo doesn't want to go for a peek through the molly.
It's not a smoke for street side.
The bomb still dropped B main.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bomb about to be recovered. There we go. Blade found one. Didn't have one a moment ago. It's very deep, though. Kvim up ahead of it. Now Jacosmo spotted. Oh, and he's going to go down. Kvim up in close. And Glaive on the site. It's Kvim for another 2. He wins the round for them at the start, and now he might close it. But Jambo's so separated. This is still terrifying. Jambo has eyes on the bomb, but SDY is getting a chance at a 1v1. Great decisions, though, for Kvim.
Yeah, Jambo's position is so good right now. SDY, are you really anticipating the Oper to have repositioned all the way in towards B lobby and to be holding for you from your own spawn right now? I don't think you are. I don't think you're even thinking about it. And even if you were, Jambo's not missing a shot like this one. You just walk in. Yeah, a bit of a concerned look onto the face of SDY.
Knows that Jambo's got the right position to win the round.
Gets in on the CT side. It feels a little bit better, and that makes them switch things up a little bit from the good old B plays. The B-bomb side has been working out really nicely, but now they put that early pressure. Con smoke, B-lurk smoke, and Ahmed contacting Kaspersky again. Making Jambo miss and punishing him for it.
The value that a guy like Kaspersky, who's comfortable just taking a duel against an Opper, dry like that as well, it's so incredible. Zero Fix. This is back to what ENCE have done so well, right? SDY waiting for the aggression. Zero Fix is somewhat baited into. They lose mid control. They have to take space somewhere else. That's what ENCE are anticipating. Jacosmo, though, fights and clears mid. No longer a threat. And Topa about to fill in where SDY is already low.
That was a 5v3. Now down to the 2 youngsters, Naitu and Pody. Reaping their way in towards connector and in towards that B-bomb side. Gotta find Jacosmo first. The good news is, if you get that kill into Jacosmo, you know there was another man. You know Topo was towards the back of the bomb side. And now you get the kill. You should realize there's one more, but no. A moment of miscom maybe. Naitu doesn't actually get the information that it was Topo to get the kill into Con. Maybe thought he had rotated away. You gotta start at the lowest point.
I am giving you the hardest of times for zero reason.
Yeah.
Just to have a little goof.
Sure. Emphasize on how impressive it has been, especially if you pick up around with the pistols. Oh no.
Oh.
They're falling apart. Glaive again charging through with the Tech 9. Oh man. Poor Passion. You just start picking up rounds and then Glaive runs in like a madman with a Tech 9. And it's time to save again.
Just a good plan as well from ENCE. You got to keep in mind that they have gone a little bit more aggressive at times, but nothing so explosive as this. Nothing where they're from the rip taking every bit of space in canals and then pressuring E-Box from the beginning. That's not happened. And then they get that space that are almost free and then use their utility effectively. What little bits they did invest, and the Tech 9 sing.
Also, you gotta give praise to ENCE for the timings again, even on this half buy, is the fact that even in a half buy like this one, even in a set piece play, they don't go for the first or the second timing. They let the CTs cook a little bit. Make sure that your individuals will have the chance to shine on the T side. Otherwise, ENCE might be able to close it out just on the back of a pistol in conversions.
Well, set in stone. That's what we're looking for. 4th round. Passion. Oh, a flashbang that Topa in position to win that fight with Kaspersky. I mean, he's the guy that you just don't want to test right now. Automatic with these kills, and SDY coming in. He's a dynamic duo with Kaspersky. Has been an unstoppable force.
Oh my god.
As we see.
What can you really do about it? Flash goes high, Fem fully blinded, Glaive with another. It's a clean one to finish it off, and there you see the reaction. SDY knows how important of a round this one was. A 9-3 T side for ENCE, setting them up for success in a potential semi-final. In the CCT 17, Passion UA, a lot of expectations, a lot of belief going into this game. Gonna have to try and cook something up with 3 rounds, and it's not like we haven't seen those guys do it before. It definitely won't be an easy one. The B-bomb side was just incredibly difficult to hold on to throughout that entire first half. It'd be the standard smoke camera. Molly broken from the carpets. Just go in first. Kaspersky playing anti. Joe Beretta so close and personal. Mowing them down. Gets a double. And Naitu with another one. 0 fix with a double refract though. This one is still on the table. Still doable. Pody jiggling. Tapping away. Able to get the first one. Leaving Topa, the captain of Passion, in a 1 versus 3 pistol round. He's lost all of his teammates, all of his support, and SDY makes sure he loses all hope as well as the pistol round.
So immediately they're able to isolate that mid play.
Pody, that's a good opening. Jacasmo making that Deagle sing. That might be what they need a little bit of right now. A little bit of Jacasmo magic, but the bomb is actually making its way back towards the A-bomb side. Naitu's gonna get tested at any moment now, and he's all alone. Solo with an M4 in hand, good for just the one. The bomb side will be secured. Bomb plan as well. And the retake is on.
SDY is not healthy. A lot of utility for Glaive, but considering he's solo on the flank, there's not the availability for him to toss that without giving away his position, but it's a missed shot from Kavem, and that's a rarity in this map. Glaive, best him in 0 fix, again, has to find a 1v2, and maybe this could be the time. Smoke goes off, that's going to provide coverage, and a flashbang is so perfect! That's when Glaive can get that utility activated once he gets confirmation of 0 fix's position.
There hasn't been many occasions in which we've seen Passion UA get dominated like they have been. It hasn't been the best day for them, but for ENCE, it's been one of the better ones.
I think what's so incredible is that it's not been based off of them having to have some crazy individual. Kaspersky's playing incredibly well, and so is SDY on this map. But that is not the reason that ENCE are winning. That's just the reason that ENCE are winning so dominantly.
Yep. It might be a 13-3 in the end of the day. Jacasmo, Jambo go out of the equation. We tried to stress out how much this best of 3 meant for ENCE, for their world rankings, for their VRS. And apparently they were aware of it. Because they've been playing inspired Counter-Strike so far. Kvam does open up a nice little bit of space in towards A, but Pody's still here. And timing is important. Pody, oh, actually, not able to get a kill. 0 fix will shut him down, and it's another 3v3 post plan here. Passion somehow been able to make this one doable with 2 players coming in from A main. Even if Topa gets one of those kills, are you going to be reading into the second one? There it goes, Kaspersky intentionally just leaving a bit of a mark, leaving a little bit of space, able to get the refrag, and now they know where the last player is. SDY with a double is going to send ENCE right into the semifinals as our final team in the top 4 here in the CCT 17.